Hey, Jim from the Woodworking Corner. Today, we are taking a piece of scrap wood like this and transforming it into a Christmas tree like this. So stay tuned. I used a piece of this plywood from a previous project. And so this was actually the same as this. And all I did was I sanded it down and then spray painted it green. So we're gonna make one more using this same piece, but you can use pretty much anything. You could use 1x3, you can use 2x4s, but for today, I'm using this piece of plywood. We're going to have 6 pieces at 6 inches, and that's from point to point. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this guy down here is 6. This guy up here is going to be 6 3/4 to compensate for the width of this piece here. And then the base is going to be 11 inches. First thing we're going to do, we're going to move our blade over to 30 degrees. We're going to cut off the first part. We're going to flip the board over. We're going to measure 6 inches from the point. And what I like to do is get my saw ready to go, but don't make the cut yet. Make sure everything looks like it's lined up. And then I'd like to get a stop block and get that set. Make sure everything is still set up, which it looks good. Now, very important, when making cuts with a stop block, make sure the saw blade stops completely before you lift the blade after the cut. So now this piece of plywood here, you see there's some damage there. So we're going to cut that piece out. So now we're going to do the 6 3/4 one. Flip your board over first. We don't need the stop block for that one. Now we just need the 11-inch one. Next, we're going to bring everything over to the sander. That was taking a while. I realized that this sandpaper definitely needs changing, so let me change that out really fast. Okay, with brand new sandpaper on, we can continue. Now this part's totally optional. I just wanted to give it a try and make mine a little bit different than the last one. Take one of the 6-inch pieces and we're going to stain it first. Decided on just a dark brown. I figured since it's a tree, the trunk of the tree is brown. It's not green. So I wanted to try it and see how it turned out. So let's give it a whirl. See, I don't mind using plywood for these kind of projects. I like how the grain pops out in the different plies in the wood. I think it gives it a little extra something. Gives it a little character. Okay, now while that's drying, we can go start gluing up the rest of the tree. What you need is some sort of a straight edge board and clamp it down. Start with the base of the tree. So we're going to take the 11-inch and then we are going to add the 2 bottoms to it. Now, as we glue it up, this is going to be sliding around. So what we want to do is use another clamp and clamp this board down so we don't have to worry about this thing moving. So there. So now we have something sturdy to push up against while we drive in a nail. Now I'm going to repeat on the other side. Okay. I'm going to remove this part just for the time being. And then rather than doing the middle of the tray, we're going to do the top of the tray. A little glue on the longer piece, the 6 3/4 piece. Okay. Now I'm going to bring the base back in again. We can clamp that up. And for the middle part of the tray, we're kind of going to feel how everything lines up and see what's a good spot. I'm trying to make it a little even. I think that works. Okay. And we put the top of the tree on. And there you have it. The top of the tree is done. But let's get the glue cleaned up and then we'll be ready for paint. Okay, while the stain is still drying, let's paint this guy. Poured out some extra paper just for the overspray. If you're wondering about the fumes from the spray and stuff, just want to let you know I do have the garage door open. It is raining pretty hard. We're gonna let that dry, and then we're gonna glue up the base of the tree to the top of the tree. So we'll be back. Okay, I'm back. Let's see how things are going. Giving it about an hour, and looks like the wood, both the stain and the paint, is good to go. I will say off camera, I did paint the other side of the tree, so both sides of the tree are painted now. So let's put the base on. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to just get the center line for each one. This was 6 inches, so we're just going to make a little mark by 3. And then this one, if we do from that to that, that was 11, so that's going to be 5.5. Obviously, we could glue and nail this in rather than turning on compressor again. I opted to put a couple of screws in. If you do it this way, just make sure you countersink the holes so you don't so you don't scratch any furniture. There you have it, all done. Christmas tree made out of scrap wood. If you can, let me know in the comment section, which one would you prefer? I think I actually like it with the brown base versus all green. I think the all green, it just blends in too much. And the roundness, I think I prefer the roundness over the sharp edges. I like both of them, but I think if I had to pick one, I would pick this one. But I'd like to know what you think. So let me know. Thanks, and have a good day.